All right, we're with Percy Cook, and he's a cook. How appropriate, right? That H2O in Newport. Percy, welcome to the Road Show.
Thanks. Thank you very much.
And we have this morning some pan-seared tuna, and talk about some of the ingredients that go into making. It just already looks and smells so good. So what do you got?
We have a bluefin tuna here, 8 ounces. I'm going to crust it a little bit with some white and black sesame seed. We're going to sear it off. That's going to be the main focus of the plate. I'm also going to do an Asian rice cake with lots of different ingredients in it. Some mayploy chili glaze. I'm going to use some yuzu wasabi and scallions. And then I'm also going to do some pickled vegetables, which I'm going to pickle and then layer those. And then the condiments in the dish are going to be we're going to use some wasabi, some pickled ginger, and some seaweed salad.
Wow, that's so good. H2O is where in Newport?
It's right on the waterfront. It's right next to, it's on Christie's Landing.
Okay, yeah.
And the address is 359 Thames Street.
Awesome, all right. Well, Percy, I'll let you get things started here, and we'll be back in a little bit to start putting it all together. Welcome back to the Road Show.
Thank
Good
you
to see
very
you.
much.
Okay, more from the kitchen coming up in a minute. As always, you can find the ingredients and the recipe online at foxprovidence.com. For now, let's go back to you.
Tell you what, we're going to start making the rice for our dish today with Chef Cook, which I find very ironic, that name. So why don't we start it up, because you said this is a traditional Japanese sushi rice.
Yes.
How are we going to make it?
Okay, all I'm going to do is bring the water to us. I have salted water here.
Okay.
And I brought it to a boil. And basically, I'm just going to put the rice in.
Okay. And does it cook much like normal rice?
And then, yeah, it does. Well, normal rice is, I think it cooks it takes a little bit longer to cook.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to give it some time to
yeah,
really soak in there?
I'm going to bring it back to a boil, and what I'll do is turn the heat down, and then it'll just steam through. It'll take about 17 minutes.
I have to tell you, I've been to H2O before and loved it. I mean, it's just, you really do have a great location
you must have
for the
the lobster
summer.
roll.
Yeah, I did. I love a good lobster roll, I have to tell you. But you guys are on such a great location that on a summer day, it's really, I mean, a great place to go.
Yeah, I think there's like probably 200 seats that are outside. I mean, it's like one of the, it's an incredible atmosphere down there.
And the other thing that's nice about it is that you also have that enclosure, so if it's a little windy, a little wind is whipping off, you're not directly exposed to all the cold.
Exactly. We'll put the partitions back up, and then people will take their plates. They'll be eating outside. If it starts to rain, then they'll run inside.
And just a really great range of different dishes. Of course, lots of seafood, but also something for everybody, really.
Exactly. We cater to kids. We have a big, large kids menu. We have a family. We cater to families on vacation. There's an abundance of items. I think there's something for everybody.
I'm excited to see what you do today. We're going to cook this up in just a moment. For now, though, you can head over to foxprovidence.com for the recipe. I'll throw it over to you guys.
All right, we're in the kitchen with Percy Cook from H2O in Newport, and Elizabeth's already eating the ingredients before we even start the dish.
So I don't think there's going to be anything left.
All right, so we have the tuna here, and it looks like you've, what's that called?
I've seasoned it up with black and white sesame.
Okay.
Our white sushi rice is finished, it's steamed nice. So what we're going to do is add all the ingredients. I'm going to have you take the well, it's hot, so I'll do it for you, and then you can add the rest of the ingredients.
All right, you go ahead.
I'll
go follow you.
So we're going to put it in our bowl over here.
I thought that was interesting that you use sushi rice, and because it's an interesting take. It's almost like an open sushi roll, because you got the sushi rice, and then you have the seared tuna.
Exactly.
What's the difference between sushi rice and just rice for us amateurs over here?
Sushi rice is...
You should see the look Percy just shot me like, dude, listen, it's way too complicated to explain.
Okay, so, all right, you can just... Elizabeth, you can add these ingredients. We're going to add in yuzu wasabi.
Okay, the whole thing?
Yeah, the whole thing.
And this is wasabi?
Yeah, it has wasabi in it.
Oh, okay.
And yuzu, which is a citrus juice.
Okay.
We have toasted sesame. You can add that in.
Okay, the whole thing?
Yep, the whole thing.
Okay, toasted sesame.
Yep.
Is this stuff you can find at an Asian market?
Oh, yeah, you can get that anywhere.
And what about this?
This is chili glaze.
Oh,
made
it
with
smells good.
Pickled chilies, garlic, and vinegar.
That smells good, and there's a sweetness to it as well.
Yep, it's sweet, and
then
it's a little bit hot. And you add those scallions right there.
All right.
I think I would eat that right there, just the bowl.
So would I.
What's in there right now?
I have to tell you, it looks delicious. Then I'll mix it around.
All you have to do is mix that up, yes.
All right. As I do that...
Okay, the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to pickle these vegetables. So what I did was I brought water, vinegar, and sugar to a boil. And all I'm going to do is drop in my vegetables.
Oh, I can smell the wasabi coming up.
And I'm going to turn the heat off.
Oh, it smells really good.
So that water was
Basically,
already hot. It was boiling already.
I'm going to keep the vegetables submerged.
Okay.
And then those are just going to pickle on their own right there. And in five minutes.
What is pickling?
We're using the vinegar with sugar and a little bit of water, and then the spices, the balance of that, gets fused into the vegetables.
Very nice. Okay, what's next?
Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to make the sauce for the tuna, a ponzu. So I already have a base product here, Chef Myron. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 2 cups of sauce.
What is
Chef
the
Myron's
ponzu sauce? What's in there?
It's a spiked up soy sauce. It has lime in it, ginger. It has rice wine vinegar.
Well, I have to tell you, Patrick, you would like this rice. It's really good.
And then, so I'm going to put a can of pineapple juice in there to sweeten it up a little bit more.
Very nice. Very simple.
I'm going to put some fresh ginger in.
Oh, very nice.
I'm going to
Big
put
chunk of it there.
a cinnamon stick and some star anise, a great spice.
Yeah,
I love this spice.
Let's take a look at it
fragrant.
at the camera.
Right there to that camera.
Because why do you like that? What is it about
It has
the
like a
star anise?
licorice smell to it.
And I just want to show it really is just like a star there, in case you're picking it up in your at your local grocer. So we'll throw that in.
Okay, so that's the star anise is going to go in.
And
then
how long does that have to cook for?
I'm just going to bring that up to a boil, and what I do then is add a little bit of cornstarch to it, and that will make it into a sauce.
Great.
And
now, in the meantime, what you've also done, I see, is formed the rice into kind of a
looks like a cake, like a crab cake.
Yeah,
almost.
it does look like a crab
This is
cake.
our final product from what you've just done. What we're going to do is, if you want to add, just add that to the casserole.
Yeah, I will
just
do that
over
because
there.
we just have about 1 minute left. So I'm going to go ahead and put all this rice into here. Now, will
then
this
you
go
can
in the
just
oven?
kind of press it down.
Oh, I see. You're just making it easier for
So we
yourself.
press it down, and what we're going to do then is we're going to put it in the refrigerator. So it's going to set in the refrigerator.
Gotcha. And do you do that overnight?
Yeah, we can do. It'll set in like 1 hour's time.
Oh, good, okay. And then what the chef was showing us was that he used something like this, which you can actually use a measuring cup, to press into that cooler rice, and then it comes out to this that we have right here. Now, we only have about 30 seconds left, so after you cook this up, you're going to add the cornstarch, right? And how are you going to cook the tuna?
The tuna, I just basically pan-seared the tuna.
And that's almost the simplest of the whole thing.
Basically, you let your pan get hot, and what you do is 30 seconds basically on each side, because you want a nice rare piece like that.
Yeah.
You show off the color of it, and that's basically it.
Well, I tell you what, I'm going to get a bite of this, and I know Patrick's going to want one too.
Yeah, this is the favorite part of the show, Percy, where we get to...
Yeah, dig in there.
Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. Here,
Thank you. Thank you.
have a quick bite.
Michelle is next, and this is a great dish, I guess, for any time of year. But for
See, now
summer.
the trick to eating that is what you want to do is you want to get thin layers and layer it with a little bit of ginger, a little bit of wasabi here, a little bit of
some of that
seaweed
on?
salad. Exactly. So
I
you want
love
to
it.
go with the grain of the tuna.
I'm guessing these
separate
guys
it,
could
and then
talk
build
about
all those
tuna all
flavors
day
right
long,
on top
right?